support they give me. I'd also like to thank Keith Haney. Keith, thanks for the hat. I love it, and I'm really looking forward to this year.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Hayden. So as we get into our first category tonight, the Zimmerman Properties and Construction Sportsman Junior Dragster category. You know, it truly is fun to watch these kids. As a dad who has two girls who race juniors, it's fun to watch these kids grow up and to develop as young racers. And many of these you will likely see in classes as they get older. But I know how much it means to our girls and for myself growing up as a racer. When you guys come up and hang out with them in the staging lanes and you come to the starting line and hang out with them, that means so much to them. So I continue doing that, continue pouring into this junior dragster category. Coming in third place, Kinsey Wells. Kinsey?
All I want to say is just thank you to everybody for supporting the juniors.
In second place, you know, it's been really fun to watch this family come to the track. They're from Kansas. They travel. They came to most all the races this year. We see them at other racetracks across the area in the Midwest, and you will likely always see a smile on their face, and it's always just a delight and a joy to see the Moberly family. Kel, in second place, come up here, Kel.
I just wanted to say I am thankful for all the sponsors and everything that you guys have done for the junior class, and I'm thankful for everybody helping and putting up everything for this Midwest series, and I'm very thankful to be racing it.
Nice job, Kel. And your champion for the second year, receiving a check, a trophy, and a jacket. Annie lost a tooth about 2 hours ago. Tyler Wells.
Well, thanks, Mom and Dad. Thank you, everybody. I thank all the sponsors that helped put the junior step together. All the glory goes to God for this, and I thank you all for an amazing season. And I can't wait to race in Midwest next season. Thank you.
And now as we move into our VNC Traders Feed and Supply Pro Junior Dragster category. something else that I love to see these kids do is anytime the track is open, anytime there's cars going down the racetrack, many of these racers are test and tuning. They're trying to hone their craft. They're trying to get better and better. And I think of the third place finisher here. I think of every time I was at the track with you guys this year, he would make lap after lap after lap after lap just to get better. And I think that's a testament for just his passion and desire. Third place, Brody Zimmerman. Brody? You have aged. Thank you, Mark. Well, coming in second place, a family that's local to us here, one of our local Tulsa Raceway Park racers, traveled the series this year, battled a lot of different things, a lot of different motor combinations, but they endured and they fought, and it was a tight battle. Came down to the last race. Second place, Jonathan McLean.
I'd just like to thank my mom, my dad, and my girlfriend for supporting me and letting me race. I'd like to thank my sponsors, FTI, E3 Spark Plugs, Trailer Arms, LSE, and Teal Hat Co. I'd also like to thank Ellen and Keith for putting on this series. It's such a great series. Thank you.
Nice work, Jonathan. You'll likely see that face a lot as he gets older. He has been doing a lot of things behind the scenes with some top fuel racers, and so I would expect you to see that face for many, many years to come going forward. And one of their traveling partners, again, battled motor issues, all kinds of stuff, tested race after race, had an amazing season, playing softball many nights, going to the racetrack on the weekends, driving all night back home Sunday night or Saturday night to get to a camp or something she was doing Sunday and Monday. I'm very proud of you, your champion, Alexis Kesterson.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
I would like to start off by saying thank you to Keith Haney for providing a series that us juniors can race and compete in. I would also like to thank Ellen and the entire Midwest Drag Racing series for keeping things running smoothly and keeping everybody in line. Wow. I just realized I'm in a room full of cool people, just like Brian Lewis. I want to say thank you for sponsoring the Junior Pro class, aka the future of drag racing. And I want to say thank you to the good Lord above, my racing family, and also my parents for giving me the opportunity to do the thing I love and for being my #1 supporters. My dad is the best crew chief I could ever ask for, although we may disagree at the starting line and hug at the top end, or hug at the start and be arguing over who gets the dial at the end. Thank you to my mom for being the best promoter on Facebook and for always believing in me. Now to the man in pink, Damon. I can hear him yelling my name across the staging lanes and giving me the come over here finger before every round. He is the best with pep talks that usually ends with don't suck, you got this, with a good luck. Thank you for taking those amazing pictures of me and capturing the moments that nobody sees. Over the course of the year, we traveled some more, and then raced with elements that would allow us to compete. The competition was tough, but we were able to persevere and bring home the championship. Congratulations to my fellow racers here tonight. And before I leave the stage, I want to give a special thanks to Joey Keith. We were at TNT 1 week before Throwdown, and when I got to the end of the track, my motor quit on me. Turns out we were on the wrong side of a motor brake. Without hesitation, Joey let us use one of his motors to finish out the Midwest Series. Thank you, everybody.
I'd hate to be a disappointment. So that leaves us with, I think, one of the cooler classes and a recent ad. And I got told that we have Top Fuel motorcycles coming to the Midwest Drag Racing Series. You know, my eyes, my ears perked up quite a bit. So without any further ado, the Pingle Enterprises Top Fuel motorcycles. All right, so we are giving out a check to the third place finisher. That is Mark Connor. He's got the long walk up to the front here. Mark?
Thank y'all. Need to thank Greg Ray. It's his motorcycle. I get to play on it. And thank Larry Jeffers for letting me get away from work and go play on a motorcycle. Thank you, Midwest Pro Night. The atmosphere of racing with y'all is really fabulous. Thank you.
And you know, they raced a somewhat abbreviated schedule with us this year, but I think I speak for all of us when I say it was very, very awesome having them at every single race that they were at this year. And that goes also to our second place finisher, Mitch Brown.
Hey, I want to say the same thing that everybody says. Thank you, Keith, but especially thank you to Ellen. I promoted motorcycle drag racing for about 17 years. I never worked with anybody as good as Ellen. You guys are very lucky. And it was a lot of fun for us to be able to race with you guys. You know, Mark Connor, he's a legend. He's been racing since I think like 1907 on Top Fuel Harleys. And I don't want to spoil the other one, but you know, I'm kind of the young guy in this class. I'm 55 years old. All these guys I race with have been doing it their whole lives. They've been doing it for 40 years, and they just keep doing it. And so it was nice to be able to have those guys race with you so you could see the quality of what they do. So thank you so much, Ellen, and all you guys for letting us do it.
So this season, I had the opportunity to have some friends over the drag strip for their first ever time, and I gave them the old nitro baptism in between a couple of Top Fuel motorcycles. And I just remember, you know, I handed the mic off for a second so that when they came back, I could actually see their reaction and see the pupils in their eyes about the size of a dinner plate. And in the words of my friend Tim, who the blank is that crazy? And that would be first place, your champion, Sam Wills.
Thank you. And I would like to thank Keith Haney, and I'd like to thank the Midwest Series for giving us a shot. I know a lot of our people didn't show up like they were supposed to, but we tried to make a go of it. And I hope we didn't do anybody any disservice, and I'm damn happy to take this.
I think we're all damn happy to have the Top Fuel motorcycles brought to you by Pingle Enterprises. Our next class was one that took it down to the wire, up into the final rounds, the closing rounds of the Extreme Raceway Park Texas Finals in late October. It's the Pat Music Racing Engine's Top Sportsman. this, as I mentioned, this one came down to the wire. So we have two guys here who, I mean, it came down to, one of them had to go one round further than the other one. And I think that even though he was the runner-up, I don't know if you would find many people that were smiling harder than our second place finisher, Mark Griffin.
Thank you very much. Again, what an awesome series. I'm kind of new at this, and we had compressed air supercharging. It was a new technology, and I just happened to be the guinea pig behind the wheel. So, you know, it was, I looked around and just started looking at the Midwest Series in October, a little over a year ago. We came to the throwdown. The tech guys welcomed me in with this high-pressure bottle. I was wondering, that was our first adventure, is to get into that. But after we started, I just, as we talked about, I steadily But, you know, it just, it was, you know, all kidding aside, what a great family. A lot of guys that I just see looking around the room that helped out and in need. There was some welding at some times, and there was, you know, it seemed like there was something broke here and there. But again, what a great family, and looking forward to this season.
And your champion in the Pat Music Race against its top sportsman category, a man who pushed his car to the limit because it literally did not make one extra pass after it won the championship. A guy who left it all on the track with an absolutely awesome ride to boot. Rob Moore. That brings us to our next category, a category sponsored by Race Star Wheels, a longtime sponsor of not just the series, but this category as well. Race Star Wheels Top Dragster. Yeah, and so it comes time to honor our runner-up in the Race Star Wheels Top Dragster, and it's a name that you don't see much around the Midwest Drag Racing Series. Just, I mean, I barely know how to pronounce it. It's Delana Whiteley.
One-on-one, but all at once, not so much. So, thank you all. And your
champion, a woman who came in this year, I mean, just on fire and was machine-like all year. In fact, I think I called her the machine, probably enough to get annoying. It's the champion, Anita Strasberg.
All I want to say is Delana said way more than I did. Thank every one of you.
And so before we move to our next class, I'm going to hand it over to a man who does so much work behind the scenes, the one and only Randy Hancock.
Okay, we're going with funny car class. I've kind of, I don't know if I say adopted the funny car guys. And I've got a crazy uncle in there, you know, people that you don't want to be around. It's like family, but you don't really want to be around. So we're going to start individually. But probably one of the craziest guys. And if you get a chance to talk to this guy, carve out about an hour out of your day. The guy likes to talk, but the guy is amazing. He's done so many things. Finishing in number 5, Steve Mackler.
Yeah.
All that for fit? You guys are awesome. I just made 70 new BFFs. Thank you very much. No, I didn't even know we were supposed to come up here until I got here tonight. And he was a little nervous about putting me up here because he knows you all are going to be mad at him. First of all, I don't get to do this very often, but I'm going to take advantage of it. Thank you to everybody here. I've heard a few people say that thank you to all of you for putting your time and effort into the Midwest Series. It's been a godsend for us. We've never been fast enough to be quarter-mile winners. We've never won an 8-mile either, but if you all weren't here, the series wouldn't be here, and we wouldn't have a family to race in. So I want to thank you for that. A few individuals I'd like to say thank you to as well. Jim and Annie, J&A Service, what they do for drag racing, what they do for Midwest, and what they do for us. We love you. So thank you very much. Jeff, Mike Strasberg, friends for 20 years. Feel like they're brothers to me. I love them very much, and we wouldn't have a team without them. So thank you very, very much. A couple of people close to me that I want to say thank you. I couldn't be here tonight. Jerry Osler, one of our crew people, and his wife Bridget. They're at home. They're watching on YouTube. Hey guys! You know, they do a great deal for us on and off the track. You're laughing at me, huh? But they do a great deal for us on and off the track, and I wouldn't drive a car that Jerry didn't get a chance to look over, so I appreciate him very much. But I want to turn the spotlight over. They wouldn't come up here with me. But my pride and joy, my two boys, Mark and Ryan.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I know you don't see them very often on the starting line because they're so subdued and quiet. Yeah, there he is right there. And the two strikes against them, they don't have 3 yet, but the 2 are that I'm the tuner and I'm the driver. So the car would be a lot better off, but I'm so proud of them. They do such a great job. The car goes the line perfect. The only time we've ever been turned around without a mechanical failure or whatever was my fault. And so I'm very proud of them. You know, Ryan comes back from the track sometimes and says, Dad, can you see me out the window when I'm guiding you back? And I'm like, yeah, I can see you fine. He says, I went like that, the car didn't move. And I'm like, dude, I'm 60 years old, leave me alone. And sometimes I'll pull the brake and try to get him to fall in the hood, but he won't, so it's all right. And then, Mark comes up to me and he says, I'm going to make sure that you're in first gear. But he gets up to the front of the thing and he goes, first gear, like that. I got it. He goes, helmet down. He points the tree. When it flashes, you stand on the gas. And I'm like, dude, you don't need to tell me all that. And he goes, yeah, I do, because I saw your last night. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. Have the time.
That's the crazy uncle I was talking about. Finishing the fourth in the funny car class this year was Brian Brown. Brian was unable to make it. He said that his plan next year is to finish like second or first, then he feels like he can come to the bank. Third place, we get into a gentleman just jumped into funny car this year just on a whim. Has done a great job all year, and we appreciate everything he's done. Jim White.
Make them speak. Make them speak. Speak.
We want to help and follow Steve. Everybody here at Midwest, you guys do a phenomenal job. We love raising deer. Welcome to us as a family. Strasburgs, we'll start following here. Thank you. Andy, everybody. Love y'all.
Finishing second place. And I guess if you've ever watched this lady back up from the burnout when they flip open her patch, it says something about girls that kick ass or something like that. It must be true. Annie Whiteley. Our champion this year, seems like every time I went by his pits, he had the heads off the car, the rods out of it. I mean, if anybody worked for a championship, it was this team. They put in a lot of work at every race. Chris Marshall.
You know, the family that we get to race with, you know, the funny car family, especially obviously is close to me, and all the folks, the fun folks that the Macklins, they bring so much party to it. You know, we have so much fun, and just I'm blessed to get to do it at all. Like I said, I knew I was going to go blank when I got up here, but I appreciate, you know, the Midwest Series for having us here. You know, J&A Service, all the sponsors that help, you know, put this on. We just have so much fun, and it was a challenging year. We went through a lot of motor parts. You know, funding was tough. We had to make parts last. I had to go to some races for the first time without my beautiful wife. That was tough on me, but we made it through. She was always supporting us from home, and I couldn't do it without her and my 3 daughters, you know, at home. And I'm just very happy that I got this done. Thanks to Sean for not making it to all the races. You know, I mean, honestly, but you know, we got tough cars, and Sean's one of the best, and so I'm glad I got to get it done this year.
Okay, that brings us to our Pro Mod class. Finishing fifth was Ed Thornton. Nobody from Thornton's team was able to make it from California. I think they're busy putting a car back together, building a new car, something. Flooding, yeah. Fourth place, Mr. Aaron Wells.
Thank you guys. To be honest with you, I got to give credit to my team. They did everything. I just kind of stand there and look like I'm important and then get in the car. So most of you know me, you know that's true. So honestly, this has been a great series, and we appreciate you, Keith, and everybody that's involved, and obviously your efforts as well. So thank you guys. I'll keep it short.
Okay, third place is, I can't make out his name. You know whose name this is? Oh, it's Keith Haney.
No, Shorty. No.
I'm putting this in a different account. First of all, I want to thank my crew. Sam Goodnight, Dale Hancock, Bobby Saavedra. I think that might be Pops. We call him Pops. And Steve Cooks. Y'all don't know that, but we nicknamed his Token. Anyway, that was kind of weird too. I've been having a few moments tonight. Anyway, thank y'all. We worked hard right at the end of the year, but I couldn't do it without my team. Brandon Schweitzer, you're sitting at home. You probably ain't watching it, but your wife is. Hi, Melissa. Thank y'all. Can I not forget, Ellen reminded me, I couldn't do it without my wife.
I brought your shark kid too.
Second place, notice this was shot, but we had another white in the class, Stephen Whiteley.
Yeah, speak on behalf of Is this right? First and foremost, all the glory goes to God. My team that I had, this was a fresh team for me, coming from NHRA. They are not here, they're listening. Brandon Snyder, Jimmy Crenshaw, Mike Yarbrough, couldn't do it without you. Thank you. Many of you know them as J&A Service, Jim and Annie Whiteley. I am blessed and fortunate to know them. Is Mom and Dad, please stand up. Kevin Weaver, Becky Weaver, my mother and father-in-law. You helped me with my wife's car because I'm too busy doing other things, and I'm trying to do what I can, but I'm pulled in a million different directions. My wife and I could not go racing without the support of my mom and dad, mother and father-in-law. Thank you. Keith Haney, Ellen, everyone at Midwest. This is the best racing venue I've ever been to, and I think I speak on behalf of all racers here. This is badass, and we're gonna be here next year. Thank you. Dustin Nesloni, you are the man. I'll be waiting for you next year.
Well, they kind of tipped the hand as to who the champion was.
That's the most I've ever heard of talk.
This team dominated. I mean, every time you turned around, they were there. Domination is all I can say. They had an outstanding year. Their first full year with us, and I appreciate him. Dustin Nesloni.
I'm not really good at this either. I'm kind of like Jim, so we'll see if we can see if we can get through this. About 3 years ago, I boat raced for 20 years, and about 3 years ago, we got the right idea to go buy a drag car, you know. And I don't know if anybody of you have followed kind of some of the stuff that's happened to us, but we've been through some shit, I'll just say. Gave it one last go with Proline and Brandon and the guys and Eric Dillard, and said this is our last shot, or we're going back boat racing. And between Cody and Wes and Brent put this thing together, and we focused hard. We didn't have a very good outing in October when we did get the car in 21, and we kind of got refocused, and we had a pretty good year, I would say. I mean, we kind of went to the first race and said if we win it, we'll go to another one, and well, Brandon took that as a challenge, and well, hell, we won it. So now I had to keep going. So we'll see what 23 brings, and thank y'all.
Got to hold Justin up here. Tommy Cunningham from Stroud Safety wants to come up and say a few words.
Well, I guess Keith Haney, thank you. Awesome series. Ellen, Randy, Jimmy. I know Jimmy's somewhere. Without the track rep, you can't get these cars down the racetrack. I don't care who you are.
So we started last year with Joey. We thought it was kind of, especially since being the ProMod sponsor, to do a little something a little different. So we do a gold Camelot set of belts. It's got Dustin's name on it.
We try to each year give away what we call an ambassador award, which is an award we give to somebody who's involved in the series, whether it be a racer, a sponsor, a promoter, who, let's just say they're a friend of the series. They go above and beyond promoting the series, helping the series. This year, we deemed that one of these awards needs to go to Miss Cindy Robinson.
For this venue, and she's the one that does a lot of behind the scenes with hotels.
I just want to say that you guys, everybody in this room, people that are watching, the ones that didn't get to make it, you mean everything to me. You have allowed me to come into your world when I'm not even a drag racer except at a stoplight. I think I am then. I win 2 hours. But really, you guys mean so much to me. This means so much to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm sure you guys noticed this year we've added a couple of new employees. We have my nephew Kale helping us full time now, so he's kind of our utility man. We say, Kale, go do this or go do that, go do this, and he's gone. We call him Uber Kale. As our racers come in and our staff comes in, they all come in different times of the day and night because they work jobs. So we have to go pick up people at the airport, so we send Uber Kale to go pick them up. Kale is a new employee. Daniel Green. Where's Daniel? Daniel, the guy with the funny hat there in the back. He's come on the last couple of races doing a lot of social media stuff for us. I'm sure you've seen him. He's been in your pits, maybe when you didn't want him in your pits. Taking videos of a motor change or whatever's going on. Daniel will be with us next year doing a lot of social media stuff. This next person is like the crazy uncle that you enjoy being around. That's our new tech inspector. I'm sure all of you have dealt with him at one point. And I'm going to call him the other 3 tech inspectors, his wife Kim, son Tucker, and daughter Lassen. And this second ambassador award goes to the Holloway family. Yeah, wait till the music starts. We've seen his dance moves.
We had a lot of fun. We took this job kind of as a way to actually go on vacation. And it doesn't really seem like a vacation while we're at the races, but I mean, we've had a blast dealing with you guys, and people are asking, you going to do this next year? And I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to do it this year or not. My family was all like, yeah, we are. And so we'll be back again next year. We enjoyed everybody.
I know for a fact that several in here have dealt with Tucker directly, because Tucker is our guy that we say, Tucker, we have sponsors that have decals that have to be on cars, and he will hunt you down and make sure that that decal is on your car. Sticker Nazi. Keith Haney, I think, wants to have some closing thoughts.
He didn't hear you. He doesn't have a hearing aid.
They left it up again. This one's very, very special. This person has done more for me, the series, each and every one of you all. And it's called the Guardian Award. And I just want you to know I love this person with all my heart. Ellen Escher Marker, come on up here.
I appreciate you all very much, and you are what makes me get up and do this, and 99% of the time, you're the one that makes me get up and do this.
She's special, that's for sure. I wanted to close out with a couple things before y'all start dancing and doing all these great things. But 2023. Wow. I'm excited. Give you a little insight. We were on a phone call the other day. I can't tell you with who at this moment, but I will tell you that I've invested a lot into this series, personally, financially, and one of them is our live streaming. Our live streaming is the most important thing to me because it puts you in front of the world. And I say the world because it's the truth. It's the world. So this year we invested in all new camera system, and a roaming camera, and a Wi-Fi system that will reach 1,550 feet. When you watch drag racing online, you can watch NHRA, you can watch PDRA, you can watch NMCA, you can watch Ducks, you can watch all these races. Can anybody tell me what they hate watching the most? The tractor. It's the truth, right? And you look at all this stuff that's going on with TV stars and this and that. Fans love what I've always dreamed of, and what I loved when I was growing up, is what it took to do what we do. Y'all watch the TV shows and you see the behind the scenes and the things that's happening in the pits and the things that are exciting and then next thing you know, they're going down the racetrack. Most people care about one thing when they're fans. They care about winning and the loser, the winner and the loser. That's what they care about. But what they don't know is that Brian Lewis, at the last race of the year, had 4 teams sitting in the pits, changing everything off of one motor to put it on another motor to make the semifinals, and had to do it in 1 hour and 10 minutes. Nobody's seen it. Other than Daniel, which I heard he went to Wells pits one day, and Wells said, "This is not the time to go to my pits." That's what I want, just so you know, and I'm going to be there. So, we got a roaming camera that'll reach 1,550 feet. We will have a pit camera. When you're changing the motor, you're doing something. You may be putting a hand in my cameraman's face to get out of your pits, and I hope you do, because it makes for good TV. But I'm going to change it in 2023, and we're going to get behind the scenes. What it takes you all to go 361 against me in the final round, Ron. Nobody knows what it takes to do that. Nobody's seen you change a transmission or the broke a rear end or whatever it may be. I want them to see it. I want them to know what it takes for you all to do what you do every day. So in 2023, we'll announce who we're going to be live streaming with or by ourselves. But we own all the equipment. We own everything to do it the way we want to do it. And I think it's going to change the sport to a way that we haven't seen it in, whether it's top sportsmen, top dragster, juniors, it doesn't matter. A local class, if it's something exciting, I hope somebody does something at the top end where they don't like somebody and things like that. It really makes for good TV. But next, another thing is, so I'm really excited about that. We've worked really hard. Ellen was on the phone call with me the other day, and it was long, really long. But we think it's going to pan out to the way we want it to. Next is I want to announce Race Star Wheels coming on board again in the junior class Juniors, get prepared for this. LB, thank you. But LB will be racing the winner purse, $200 a race. So it'll be $450 to win for the juniors. I didn't know about that. Next is every junior that wins a race in 2023 will receive both pro and sportsman will receive a set of wheels, front and rear, for your junior in 2023. Every race. The catch to that is you have to run race star wheels big right on the side of the car. But LB, thank you, and continuing to believe. They started making junior wheels. If anybody doesn't have a set, he's got them ready because I've already got a set for my daughter's going to be racing next year in juniors. I get to hear the but excited. So I'm not doing anything. The crew chief is Dale Hancock. Pops, Bobby. I appreciate your thoughts, though. I think her mom, although I think she'll probably be the most competitive, and she'll probably say what Damon says they went to this round. That would be her, because she tells me that every time I get out of the car. But anyway, again, thank each and every one of you. I hope you're excited about 2023, because I am. The racetracks that we're going to, the live streaming, the behind the scenes, everything that we got really going on. It's going to be awesome. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Randy. You don't get enough appreciation. Damon, Luke, Cal, Jimmy, Daniel, Jeff, Holloway. I've known them for like 40 years or whatever it is. I knew them when the kids were really, really little. So, thank you all again. We appreciate you. Let's go 2023.
And finally, before we, get let loose on the dance floor here, I'd like to extend a special thanks to just a select group of people who really do so much stuff here with the Midwest Drag Racing Series. And I'd like to start off by saying that it's no secret that 2022 was not an easy year. And I don't think that any of us would be, myself included, would be quite where we are today without the fine work of Racers for Christ. Midwest Drag Racing Series, we're blessed and we're very thankful for their presence at every single one of our events. I'd also like to throw out a big thank you to one of the best photographers in the business and a friend of mine, Damon Stanky. Damon, you can check out his pictures over at E3 Extreme. Just Google that. He's on Facebook. You want the most badass pictures of your car, that's your man. You have a 20 for me? Okay, so that went out over the air, so it's official now. Okay, all right, I got you. It's all about, I'm hoping. Yeah, okay, yeah. No, I'll just send the invoice over your way. I'd also like to thank a guy. He showed up at the Throwdown in T-Town and immediately just got to work kind of redefining our online strategy in the world of social media and Facebook. He's in with our live streams as well. And that is, such a crucial part to growing your business, your drag racing series, you name it, in 2023. And there's a man who has the pulse on it, Daniel Green. Do we have a speech coming up here? Is that what we have? He's got a few words, oh boy.
This was very unannounced, but my forte
forte is building brands. That's what I'm good at. I've built my own personal brand. I've built multiple other successful brands. And I'm here at Midwest Drag Series to build brands. And I came in here and I told Keith and I told Ellen, I'm not here to help build Midwest Drag Series brand. That's not my focus. So when I got a camera in your pit, it's not for Midwest. It's for you. Because your sponsors are getting the publicity, the footage, you're getting the footage. It just grows your brand. And I strongly feel in 2023, if you allow me to pull the personality out of you guys and out of the racers and out of the pits, we can build some pretty badass brands. There's a lot of successful organizations out there, and the only reason they're successful is because they've helped build personal brands. Why do people go to those races? To watch the TV stars. So let's, in 2023, let's build a couple TV stars, and now grow the Midwest Drag Series, and now grow your guys' brands. So thank you guys very much for having me, and I look forward to catching you guys in the good and the bad moments.
And we just gave her an ambassador award, but I'd also be remiss if I didn't shout out Cindy Robinson. This whole facility, this is her doing the great room rates for you guys that are staying here at the hotel. Cindy Robinson, everybody. Of course, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fine work just all over the place, Brenda Epperly. And I've got to give a shout out to the newlyweds out there. Samantha Pierce helped organize this whole event, all sorts of support for the event. Samantha Pierce and, of course, Jeff Pierce. I'd also like to thank Shelly Riffle, who has been alongside us, alongside Ellen, you name it. Shelly Riffle just does tremendous work. She was the guest on my Uber to the hotel this fine morning, so thank you for that. Well, I mean, I expected to see Ellen, and I'm like, oh, Shelly's here as well. Okay, cool. I have to sit in the back seat. And finally, I'd like to thank every single one of you guys. At the end of the day, we're a racing series, and we don't exist without racers like you. And so I'm going to do something that I'm sure a lot of you guys have wished I've done at several different points throughout the years, which is shut the hell up so that we can go dancing. We have Alaska Holloway, who's going to be DJing the rest of the night, and let's have fun.